Hey Femmes, grab your journals and pens and let's tune in to that Femme Fatale podcast.
Hey guys, it's Ashley and it's That Femme Fatale. We're back with another video, so I'm so excited. Y'all already know, before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe. What? Cause it's a vibe. So guys, I'm coming to you guys with a spiritual book recommendation video, just books that I've picked up along my spiritual journey and my witchy progression, things that have helped me, that I've become more knowledgeable and a lot more understanding of the things that I'm doing moving forward, and of the changes that I'm making, the toxic cycles that I'm breaking, the generational curses that I'm breaking, and just not repeating certain patterns that no longer serve me. So hopping right in, the first book that I have, and this is for hoodoo practitioners, or if you're African American like myself and you're interested in knowing more about your roots and spirituality, this book is amazing. It's called Jambalaya, The Natural Woman's Book, and it's by Louisa Tish. And it's pretty much not only her journey with her spirituality, but it has different conjure and root work as far as like spells and different things to not only help you become a better diviner, but to help guide you and to help bring whatever it is that you want into your life, and protection as well. So definitely, if you haven't, let me pull it forward. This is what it looks like. If you haven't gotten this and you practice like myself and you are of African American descent, because guys, this is a close practice, so definitely enter at your own risk, I would suggest getting this. Next, and this is for all inclusive, it's It Didn't Start With You by Mark Wolin, and this one is very beneficial for learning like the different DNA and genetic codes that are passed down to different generations from trauma, thought processes, and how the repetition and cycles are created, and to understand that it might have been passed down to you. Be patient with yourself and you can work through healing it, but it gives you more knowledge and information on why we think the way that we do, and will more than likely make you more empathetic to your family and the things that they carry as well, and why they think the way that they think and why they do the things that they do. Next is The Wisdom of Rumi. I'm gonna have to stand up, y'all, because I'm kind of far back. And this is a guided journal, and there's multiple prompts. Like, let me show y'all. I'll show y'all one that hasn't been done. So it says, "Don't look how," on this one. And it shows multiple journal prompts. And it says, "What have you achieved recently, no matter how small?" And it pretty much just asks you a question. And then each day you just journal whatever comes to mind. And for me, this is one of the first journals I got that helped me along my shadow work journey. And I love it because it made me think of things that now that I'm in the journey and I've been doing it so long, I know what questions to ask myself. But if you're just getting started, that's a very good way to like stick your toe into the shadow work journey and just ease yourself into thinking about the things that make you tick, your triggers, who you are as a person, and why you are the way that you are. I don't think, yeah, this one doesn't have an author. The next one I have is The Four Agreements. It's a Toltec, The Four Agreements Wisdom Book by Don Miguel Ruiz. And this is what the front looks like. This, guys, this is one of my favorite books. And I'm definitely going to read it again. I got through this one really fast. And like, if you can't tell, y'all, I love putting notes in my books. Like, hold on, let's see if I can get it to adjust. I love, this shows you right here, boom, putting notes in my books. So as you can tell, I'll turn to another page so y'all can see. But yeah, I am big on taking notes, so that just shows you. But it pretty much talks about 4 principles of the Toltec tribe and the things that they that were foundational in their spirituality and what helped them maintain their process, becoming very firm and strong in who they were and how they lived their life as well. So if you want something that could open your mind up to understanding yourself and make you more comfortable with being at peace with yourself, this is something I would definitely say pick up. Do it. The next one is Tantra by Osho, and it's the supreme understanding. It's pretty much just understanding that there's no right, no wrong, how sexuality, fluidity, there's no really gender stereotypes, just how everything collectively has a role to play, and how to implement and understand it and be at peace with it, and not try to be so structured within certain thoughts and put everything in a box, because not everything needs to be categorized. There we go. But yeah, this one I'm going back over again, and I'm currently like a fourth of the way in, and I'm enjoying it. I have notes, and it made me think a lot differently. With my spiritual journey, my sexuality is something I'm learning more about and I'm becoming open with. So if you are comfortable or wanting to become comfortable, I would suggest getting this one as well. And to tie along with that one, I have this book called Sacred Sex by Gabriella Herstick, and this one is for people that are practicing. It's a little less it's informative, but in a different way. This one's like in the spiritual based practice, as far as opening your mind, making you think differently in the collective, and how everything works together and how it plays a role in sensuality and how everything's connected. However, with Sacred Sex, it's more about the practice of the divine erotic and sex magic, and tapping into your divinity through your sexuality, being confident in being sexual. And then also it has different like spells, different practices that you can implement, colors, glamour, magic. Pretty much this is actually going full in depth into how to not only own your sexuality, but to practice with it, with or without a partner. And so far I'm really liking that one. The next one that I have is Walking on the Wind. Boom. And it's by Michael Garrett. It's Cherokee Teachings for Harmony and Balance. And for those of you that aren't familiar, Cherokee is Native American tribe. I am Cherokee and Blackfoot, so this one hits home a little bit more. I am very connected with my African American ancestors. I'm learning more about my African ancestry. I'm tapping into my Native American ancestry and also my Cuban ancestry now. So I'm making it a point to understand everything that goes into what makes me me. And not even that, even if it's not a part of your lineage, guys, knowledge is power. And if you become open to different practices, you might find different things that you like, as long as you're being respectful to the practice. Talk with your guides and make sure it's something that you can implement. If not, respectfully just create more knowledge so you can understand, and it might give you a different perspective on your spiritual journey. But yeah, this one pretty much just talks about nature, how they connected, their thought processes. It really reminds me of the Four Agreements. These ones have similarities. The next book I have is Root Work, and this is also for my African Americans. Again, this is a hoodoo spirituality and spell and workbook, so it has different recipes and different practices and tools and magic spells that you can do. And it's using folk magic of Black America for love, money, and success. I am a fan of this one, y'all. Let's get the cover one more time. I'm a fan of this one. So if you're a hoodoo practitioner, definitely grab this. It's very good for beginners. I would say, guys, for anyone watching this, if you do practice, always divine before implementing any type of spell work, just to make sure that it's necessary, because certain things you can acquire without having to do a certain type of work. There's no good, no bad, no right or wrong way to do it. It's just you have to do what's best for you. And why not get guidance from your divine team and your spiritual team and ancestors in the best way and how to do that. I had to throw that disclaimer in there because not everyone's gonna know. But so the next one, guys, is the Glam Witch. It's a magical manifesto of empowerment with the Great Lilith Arcane Mysteries, and it's by Michael Hertz. I got this to learn more about Lilith and working with her. I channel some of her energy. I don't only work with her specifically, I work with a few other deities, but I like to take knowledge and reflect and use it for shadow work, and then also harness the strength and the admirations, the things that I admire in these different deities. I think of how I can implement it to my higher self and evolve and grow as a person. So if you want to learn more about Lilith, the connection, different practices, it even talks about tarot, moon, dark moon Lilith, different scrying, magical tool uses. It just goes more in depth about things. And if you want to learn how to tap into that power, especially your dark divine feminine energy, I would suggest grabbing this one. So next, for my tarot lovers like myself, this one's Tarot by the Moon, and it's by Victoria Constantino. And I really like using this because it shows you different spreads to go along with the seasons, the moons, and the months, what questions to ask. And it's very in-depth within helping you grow. I like to use, so far as I'm practicing, I like to use these spreads for myself so I can see where it is I need to grow, what changes I need to make to elevate as a person. You could also use these with other individuals as well, but if you want to get even more skilled with your tarot practice, I would suggest getting this. And lastly, guys, for my stone lovers out there that want to become informed with the tools that they're working with and want to know their magical uses, properties, where they come from, and what chakras and elements that they're aligned with, I would suggest getting the Book of Stones, which is right here. It's a stone encyclopedia. It's by Robert Simmons and Naisha Ison. I think that's how you say it. But I'll just click the one, or not click the one, but turn to one. And this is pretty much the excerpt of Centrine. And it goes in to tell you the keywords, the element, the chakra, and then it gives you some information and background on the specific stones that are listed. And it's a pretty thick book and guide. So I would say if you're just learning out and just starting out and wanting to learn more and become informed with how you practice and the things that you're using, I would suggest this, y'all. So this was originally like my top 10 spiritual book recommendations, but I added one in for honorable mention. So yeah, if you guys have read these books, please comment down below which ones you really like. And if you haven't, comment down below which ones you're gonna grab based off this recommendation. And you guys made it to the end, so thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in, and until next video, bye.